So the rotate mate and circle attachment comes with lots of acrylic here, which might be confusing. So you've got the main frame here, which is the main rotate mate. This is the 5-inch rotate mate with your matting and layering guides here. So you would line up the card against this line, draw a line here and cut your layers so you get that matting and layering. Okay. So you've got that included in there as well. This small part here is the 4-inch inlay. So if you're going to use this bit, you would need a 4-inch square piece of card, and this one a 5-inch square piece of card. Okay. And then you've got your circle attachment, which I'll show you when I've stamped a wreath out. Okay, cool. So the main rotate mate can go into any stamp platform with an edge, so it can be used with the Ultimate 1. However, not the Ultimate 2 because you need a hinged stamp platform. So you were looking at Tony Derrick's Eureka, yep, the Press to Impress, any of the other stamp platforms on the market really with that hinge system.
Can I ask a question then?
Yes.
If we didn't have a hinged system and we just had like a silicone mat or a glass mat to work on, yep, can we still use the rotate mate?
Yes, however, you'd have to be pretty precise with where you were. You would have to remember, you will see what I mean when I do it, but you would have to remember exactly where you're going each time. Yeah, so it is built for a stamp platform, really.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. So I will use the florals again. So we've got a little branch here that I'll use. So what we've got is our rotate mate in the corner and our 5-inch piece of card butted up against this bit here. Okay. What we're going to do is pop our stamp here. You can choose to do it at either 12 o'clock, a lot of people do that, or into the first corner. 12 o'clock here.
Oh, sorry.
Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm going to pop that there, and then close my stamp platform and ink up my stamp. So we've got our branch here and we've stamped it, and what we're going to do is now move our cardstock around. So you can move it into the next slot and butt it up against these lines.
Okay.
And then you can have a look, because it's a stamp platform, you can have a look whether that's going to overlap. This is quite a big, long stamp. Yeah. So that is going to overlap, which would look great if you're going to make like a bushy wreath and overlap it.
And you wanted it all just to connect into each other.
Yeah. But this time I'm going to skip a step, go into the next notch, and then pop my magnets back on. Yes. Ink up my stamp and go back in, because I'm going to have that gap now which I can fill with another stamp or Nouveau drops, that kind of thing.
If you don't have magnets, because we have learned using magnets of course with pacemakers is not a good thing, just tape down your card with some washi tape, scotch tape.
I've got washi tape here, absolutely.
Superb. And you'd always recommend that, would you, Lottie, just to keep it still?
Just to keep it steady, so you're getting that precise wreath. So skipping a notch and going into this one here, popping my magnets down, and then we're going to stamp again.
Excellent.
So we're just stamping this round to create our wreath. I'm skipping one each time because this is a larger stamp. So I'm going back into this corner here and I'm nearly done with my wreath.
Okay.
So magnets down and one more stamp here.
The perfect circle.
And that creates our wreath there. So now we can put it back to the beginning.
Okay.
Twist it round. There. And what I can do now is show you how the circle attachment works. So the circle attachment was a late addition to the Rotate Mate family. We pop it into here and you can see if I stamped maybe part of this wreath, I could draw around the rest and have a complete circle. Or I could draw part of a circle here and stamp a sentiment. Then you've got this inlay here, so you would pop that into there and you could ink the centre of your circle.
Love that.
Then you've got this one if you have a smaller wreath and you want a smaller circle. And then this one, we just include it because obviously when we cut it, it is how it is. But you could spritz this, pop it into here, and it would make that kind of explosion of colour in the middle.
Yeah. It's also nice actually for using if you need like a moon and you just need to block out.
Mask.
Mask. Yeah, acrylic mask. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I like that. Fabulous.
So I've got my Harmony tool, it's a domed pad. I'm going to get that really soft blend here. I've got some ink left over on here. I just want a soft background. Just build up that colour and butt it up against the acrylic to get that centre bit of colour there.
So if we get any ink on our acrylic, you know when we're doing these effects, just wash it.
Just wipe it off with a wet cloth or a baby wipe, absolutely. So we've got that centre haze there, a really soft finish because of those dome pads. So this is our thinking of you sentiment.
And are you going to use, you're using the purple to match up? Yeah,
to match our
great.
wreath. Just going to pop that down there, and then we've got a really cute little topper there, and we could put our drops on the middle, maybe our enamel dots, that kind of thing.
That would look, I'll tell you what, that would look, if you had like your Nouveau drops in white or red, wouldn't that look great?
Absolutely.